Hello, today we will present you our research of corporate social responsibility practices of a business organization in Bulgaria in terms of pandemic, made by Lyubomira HRİSTOVA and Violina PETROVA. In part 1, we will present you our literature review of corporate social responsibility, the relation between corporate social responsibility and corporate image, and the challenges for business organizations during the COVID-19 pandemic. Corporate social responsibility definitions could be divided in two types: multidimensional definitions and definitions based on the concept of societal marketing. Multidimensional definitions delineate the major responsibilities of companies. HRİSTOVA emphasizes that the concept of corporate social responsibility has a long story, but formal writing on social responsibility is a product of the past 50 years of the 20th century, when the modern era of social responsibility begins. Corporate social responsibility was originally perceived as charity. In 1991, HRİSTOVA creates his pyramid of corporate social responsibility that shows the responsibilities of companies towards the society. At the base of the pyramid are the economic responsibilities, followed by the legal, ethical, and philanthropic responsibilities. These are the four pillars that form the general idea of corporate social responsibility, and the company must comply with the first three pillars to be considered socially responsible. Each of them should be fulfilled at all times. Researchers agree that corporate social responsibility can positively promote a good reputation. The rich history of CSR initiatives can create a useful environment that favorably supports consumer assessment and behavior in the company. Corporate image is valued as an important precursor to customer satisfaction. It's considered as one of the most important elements in the process of building and maintaining the satisfaction with an organization, as it plays a key role in shaping customer buying behavior. The most important goal of corporate image is to form a positive attitude towards the organization among current and future users of its products or services. Corporate image is built on positive corporate figures, marketing communications and channels, and constant feedback from the public and the stakeholders. A positive corporate image ensures a clean relationship between the organization and its stakeholders, recognition by customers, and increasing loyalty and reputation among employees. We comprehend corporate image as the way a business organization is perceived by the public. This perception can be influenced by various factors, like beliefs and feelings of individuals, the specifics of the offered products, the way the organization is presented, like its name, logo, slogan, codes of ethics, and other distinctive signs, communication strategy, and employees' interaction with clients. After the declaration of a state of emergency in Bulgaria because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the business organizations took action to protect the health of their employees and alleviate the negative effects of the crisis. The business environment in the country continues to be dynamic and difficult to predict, which poses various challenges to both organizations and those working in them. The COVID-19 crisis has pushed companies towards innovative technologies, new ways to organize their work, and digital business models such as e-commerce, the sharing economy, and teleworking. Bulgarian companies have taken timely measures to reduce infection and protect human health. Here are some good examples according to the Global Compact Network of Bulgaria. Accountability to both employees and customers through strong, clear and motivating internal and public communications, continued commitment to suppliers, partners, local community and solidarity on the part of employees to overcome the crisis through voluntary leave, innovation and transformation of products and services, free sharing of online resources by educational and cultural institutions, etc.
In part 2, we will discuss the empirical research as methodology, data collection and results. We determine the significance of our research in two main directions. First, we directed the empirical study of CSR communication to the monitoring of various media channels of a chosen business organization. And second, through our research, we aim to awaken a wider dialogue. This will be realized if we manage to provoke consumers to think deeply about their own attitudes and assessment towards CSR of business. For the purposes of our independent research, we developed the following definition. Corporate social responsibility demonstrates and affirms the sensitivity of the business organization to public expectations and values. In this article, the purpose is to study current CSR practices of business organization in the terms of pandemic. Main technique to gain secondary data for our study objectives is desk research. We use information that has already been published. The data collection methods are monitoring and document analysis. In the present study, we understand the message as publications and video messages. The research objects are publications of Lidl Bulgaria through own media channels intended for a wide audience. Our choice of business organization is dictated by following circumstances. First, 10 years presence of the Bulgarian marketplace. Second, more than 215 employees, which makes Lidl Bulgaria one of the largest companies. And third, corporate site and presence in social networks and social media. In the focus of our research were the following questions. First, is there a recurrence of key messages regarding to CSR policy in the different communication channels? Second question, are CSR priorities set in official documents of the company which contain mission, vision, goals, and etc.? And third question, is the organization adapts its work to the conditions of a pandemic? The company selected for monitoring provides comprehensive information on its official website. Keywords in the basic presentation of the organization are responsibility, sustainable development, values, priorities, principles. The general corporate principles are well described. The company's values are the basis of corporate principles and management. They are summarized in the specific document named Guiding Chart. It's publicly available on the website. Another public CSR document is Corporate Obligation Policy, the activity of the business organization for obtaining a certificate according to the directly aimed at limiting the COVID-19 pandemic. In summary, the analysis of the information from the official site gives grounds to summarize that the surveyed business organization first demonstrates corporate social responsibility policy, second defines specific CSR priorities, third clearly declares its understanding of responsibility and sustainable development and puts them as part of its business model. Fourth, focuses its socially responsible policy on specific areas. And fifth, announces specific commitments to each group in the field of CSR, publishes on the official website the parameters of interaction and possible support from the company. The organizational information in social media YouTube is analyzed for 1 year, 2021. We have developed indicators to study the publication characteristics. They are subject of the publication, source or communicator of the message, key message, and date. Part of the information is arranged in a platform called Lidl's House. The title itself aims to add the audience to the family of the company and to recognize its values. This house is also promoted on the company's website. We want to emphasize health issues. Thematic CSR section in the Lidl's House is related to wellness and bears this title. The published videos are 12 with the company as source of communication. It's important in this case to note the following specific points in our analysis. There is a dominant message which is related in 8 videos out of 12 as shown in diagram 1. After summarizing the information from the Facebook profile, we made an analysis of the content. As a result, we have developed a classification of CSR initiatives or types. They are attitude to consumers' health, attitude to family values, values and mission of the company, environmentally friendly activities, attitude to employees, commitment to the problems of young people, commitment to the problems of children, commitment to the problems of local community, complex message, and activities without CSR message. Diagram 2 shows the relationship between the type of CSR message and then quantitative saturation. The analysis of the information reveals the saturation of the messages in part of 2 categories. First, commitment to the problems of the local community, and second, values and mission of the company. The data shows another clear trend. First is related to the communication activity of the business organization. There are sharp declines in the level of generated posts in 2 months, August and October. The second trend is that there are posts that do not have a CSR focus. And the third trend is related to the overall distribution of CSR messages. It is uneven during the analyzed year. With regard to communication on Facebook, it's important to emphasize that they are prerequisite for creating a more stable communication link between the organization and its stakeholders. According to Angelova, social networks have the distinctive feature of creating and developing social connections in online communities. They can be used as an effective tool in the management of communications in the so-called online brand community. Any organization with a good image, rich history, and competitiveness can focus on creating such a community. Therefore, we will emphasize that Angelova brings to the fore techniques for improving the dialogue with consumers and higher efficiency of communication in the online brand community. These techniques are timely information exchange, relevance of the posts, expanding the conversation, and increasing the frequency of information exchange. In conclusion, we want to emphasize that effective communication within internal and external audiences of a business organization is essential for building its positive image and its prosperity. Interaction with different audiences should be based on a dialogic communication. The feedback to the organization generates a quantity of information which is a valuable resource. In the present study, we analyzed the CSR communication of a specific business organization. The company is implementing effective pandemic mitigation activities and, more important, promoting them through its official media channels.